All right, guys, here we go. An awesome,
Fantastic
super easy drawing
Four.
of
You got
your
the rubber
favorite
band
team, my favorite
man.
team, the only team
He's the
around, the
leader, I think, of the
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
Be ready. We
Four.
start with the
There's
theme
a
over here.
lady,
We
she
do the human guy over
disappears.
there.
You
We
got
do
a
this guy over
guy, he
here.
got
We
little
do that
fire
girl down
fingers.
there. Do a little
And the
CD in the
rock
back. Everything's
man.
gonna look
This is
very
the
nice.
Fantastic
Very, very nice.
Four.
All right, so
They're
we'll start right here in the
amazing, they're
middle of the
pretty
page, okay?
cool.
Middle of the
They're
page
dressed
with
in
the
blue.
thing. And we'll start with his Coco, and we'll just start with a nice sad face like so. All right? I'm going to zoom in so that we can really see it nice and detailed. So what I'm going to do next is like off to the side just a little bit, you want to put the number 1, and you want to do the letter V. The letter V. And now all you have to do is add parallel line there, parallel line there, parallel line there. And now like if I'm going to continue this sad face here, and I'll just put a number 1, and then I'm going to go sad face and close it. And right in the middle of that letter V on both sides, you want to go happy face, and do it one more time. And you could put his nose. It's a rectangle, but you're not really drawing the whole rectangle. Maybe you want to put a little rectangle on the side there, just like that, with little nostrils. Now, off the top of his Coco, I'm going to draw a big shoulder, right? Well, no, you know what? Let's draw that fist. The fist is easier, faster. Right underneath, directly underneath his Coco, I draw his fist, just using a large rectangle. Do not draw a tiny rectangle. And off the side, his thumb is another rectangle. And if you go sad face 1 and 2, you'll have the fist. And then like the little rock pile for the fist, just put 1, 2, happy face. Do it again here and again there. And here you go sad face 1 and 2. If you want to go ahead and draw like the rocks on his face, I always start with like a shape, kind of like a little pentagon, but I don't have to draw the whole thing, right? So I'll just start with my letter V again, and I'll give you number 1. And then let me drop this down just a little hair, the opacity, so I can see my drawing better. And instead of like, don't line them up with the corners, you just put like number 1, and you could break those up if you want to. You can break them up, add L's. You can make it a couple little lines here and there. Here in the brow, just number 1. Okay, and you just continue this little pattern. I'll put another letter L there. Maybe couple little patterns there. Couple little patterns here. All right. So far, so good. Now I'll put the number 1 here for the wrist, number 1 there for the wrist, and I'm going to connect the number 1 to the other number 1 by just drawing a sad face. And then real quick, just draw some little bit of the rocks again. Number 1, and I'll just close it here, and I'll just continue to add little lines, add my little pentagon there, and just continue to add my number 1s. Boom. That's good enough. Maybe I see them underneath, so I'll just overlap a few of these shapes. Just like that right here. Maybe if you double up on a couple, it'll give it a little bit of shading, you know? Just double up on a couple of them, right? It's fine. And then connect the Coco to the Armo, sad face. And again, you want to add your rock formations so you can go ahead and start building them out real quick like. Okay. On the other side, right over here, you're going to go with sad face. And then another sad face or happy face till you touch the hand. And again, you could just start adding the rock formations. Use your letter L's, use number 1, use whatever little, geometric shapes that you're familiar with. There we go. A little here, a little there. There we go. And the last little bit here for the upper body, you want to use what it is, like the letter L. Like that. One more letter L and close it. And if I put the letter T right there, I'll have that fist. And then to show you that this is just like this hand here, I'll just go sad face, happy face, and now I'll just add my shapes, and his upper body is pretty much done. Next up, I want to do this leg right here. So right here where this happy face and this one meet, I'm just going to draw like a letter C or one big happy face like so. And I'll add a parallel line. Now this parallel line is going to line up with this fist. And I'll add my parallel line there. And on this side, I'll just go one big happy face. I'll use a little rectangle here for this foot. 1 and 2. And you want to put it just like the little fingers upstairs there. Sad faces, sad face, sad face. I'll do the little rocks again, just number 1s. Make sure not to line up anything. It's not like he has like hashtags. Okay? And then the last bit for the thing is this foot, and that's just trapezoid. Couple little sad faces in there. Sad faces again to identify that their toes is. I add here for the knee, I add like that pentagram. And I'll just add my letter L's, my number 1s, breaking it down. Couple little squares. Okay. And there I have Ben Grimm, the Thing. The next easy guy to draw is on to the things left over here. The Human Torch. The Human Torch. And I'm going to start the Human Torch with the same sad face that I used for the thing's head. Little sad face right there. Let's zoom in. And I'll use the letter L. And one more letter. So here you can put the ear. You just put like the little letter C backwards. One more letter L. And you should have the shape of his cocoa. For his eyes, I'll just go sad face. And you can put a number 1. If you want to add another sad face, it'll look pretty cool. And I use that letter L for his nose. And then just put his mouth. A couple little triangles for eyebrows. Now his arms, starting from the side of his cocoa, I'll go one sad face. Right? And so here's the chin, right? So I want to take a little jump, because that's where I'm going to put the chest, and I'll add parallel line. And now I'll do the same here. Parallel line, and one more parallel line. And if you notice, right, all my parallel lines stop at the same little point. Here you can go ahead and draw his chest, just a happy face connecting the two. There's a circle there for his Fantastic Four emblem. You could just put like whatever to make it look like it's the number 4, right? And then I'll put sad face here and there. And now all I got left to do are these arms. So I'll just add number 1, 1, 1, and 1. And again, I make sure that they're all stopping at the same point. The hands are simple. It's just triangle for a thumb. Triangle for the hand. And I'll add number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1. And I have most of him finished. I'll add this sad face. Like I'm going to continue this line right here. I'm going to add that sad face. And now I just add the fire, which is the letter M. But I stretch out the letter M. Okay. And I just had to add a little bit more letter M's. You could put these number ones, just like so. Add your parallel lines. And there you should have your 2 out of the 4 members complete. Let's go ahead and knock out Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic will go way over here. Off to the side. If you did Superman, this is going to be super easy. You'll start with that letter L backwards. Add another letter L. And you could put the letter C for his ear. And let me zoom in. I'll put the number 5 in there. There's a number 1 right across the top to start the I. The letter L backwards again. And I'll do happy face, just like I did for the thing. And you could put triangle there, make it into a triangle. And you could add the mouth with it just like a kind of like a little rectangle or trapezoid. I'll put a little number 1 there. Little for a chin, I'll put a little sad face. And I'll add little Adam's apple, same thing, little sad face. And his hair is just the letter C and the letter V. And then you just go sad face, the letter L upside down. There's a letter L right there. And he's got a little triangle there because he's got like that white streak, all that's white. I like to put a little letter T right there just to give him a little bit of a jawbone. And I'll go sad face from one side of his ear to the other side of his face. And I'll add a parallel line to that. We're almost done here. Let's do this side. So I'll go sad face, not too far. For the other one, let's go far. And let me add a parallel line to this. Let me go ahead and touch the thing right there. And over here, I'll go long number 1. I'm going to add a parallel line and make it a little bit farther out, just a little bit. Let's go ahead and connect this to the thing. And let's add happy face 1 and parallel line. Give me a little glove there. Now, you could, let's go ahead and do that number 4. Yeah, bring that up so you can see that a little bit better. There you go. Yeah, you want to put that number 4. Your block letter 4. And you could do this. You could go ahead and add a rectangle, right? And put rectangle here. Number 1, 1, 2, 3. And you can make it into a fist. Simple, easy like that. For me, I want to draw that hand, Rossi style. Now, how I draw that hand, Rossi style, right, is first I would start with the palm of the hand. So I'll give you like square for the palm of the hand. Okay, and I'll connect it like this. And then it's very easy, like the fingers, I just draw like number 1, and then I'll stretch out with rectangle, finger number 1. Now, middle finger has to be longer. You could look at your own hands for the measurements, right? A little bit longer for the wedding. And the shortest one is the pinky. And I'll put little happy faces like that. And then the thumb, you could go like this. You just draw the thumb coming off the side like so. I'll put a happy face there. I'll take my eraser and I'll erase whatever's inside where the fingers are, like so. And there you have the hand. And again, if you go over this way, you could do it like this. You could do your fist, rectangle, rectangle, happy face, 1, 2, 3. and you're good to go. You got it done. If you want to do it Rossi style, right? So let's just say I'm going to get rid of this thumb. Let's get rid of all of this, right? I'll get rid of all of that hand. And you could just add, right? You would just add rectangle first, palm of the hand like we did before. I'll put a little happy face to show you this, the palm of the hand. I start with thumb here, happy face, close it. Then you draw your finger, same way. Middle finger, wedding finger, pinky, happy faces. And I would erase whatever's inside the finger. And you could use that. Okay, now we could do we want to say Fantastic Woman. It's Invisible Girl. It should have been called Fantastic Woman. That would have been pretty cool, right? Start with her head. I'll start with that happy face. It's very thin though. Like I'll do it like a letter V. Like this, right here. And then I'll put the neck very thin again. Number one. I'll add the ear for later. And I'll give you the little collar. Happy face. And I'll draw one shoulder. And you can add already like the letter L and a parallel line. That's a glove. And I'll give you that, I'll give you that rectangle hand. Letter V. Number 1, 1, 1, and 1. And I'll do the same thing over this way. I'll just go sad face. Make sure you can see it. I'm not in your way. Sad face. I'll draw the square first here. Thumb. 1, 2, 3. And I'll add happy face, sad face, parallel line. You want to go ahead and put that number 4. Diagonal, happy face for the belt. And I'll do the leg. Now this, you don't want to draw too small, okay? You want to go, starting here, you go sad face. Okay, and you add a parallel line. And if you can't fit the rest of the leg, now for the back, I'm going to draw a sad face and parallel line. Well, number 1 looks nice too. I'm going to erase whatever she has inside. Okay. And then if you can't fit the rest of the leg, don't add it. Okay. But I'll add the letter L. Stretch mine out just a little bit more. Number one. I'll turn it to the letter L. Happy face. We'll do that here. Number 1. You can see that most of my foot doesn't fit there, but I'll do a little top part just to have it in there. And let's work on this face right quick. So number 5 again, from the top of that, I'll go sad face. The letter L backwards. I'll add another sad face. Put a little number 1 there. I'll put a little happy face. Again. And, well, you know what? I don't care much for that part of the nose. Let me fix that. Okay, that looks a little bit better. All right, and I'll add, if you know how to draw like a little bird, like that, right? Little birds, you can use that for the top of the mouth. And go happy face. And then whatever kind of hairstyle you want to give her, I'll just go simple. You can add a little parallel line. I feel like I got to add another parallel line like that. Let me take off this bottom layer. I'm not going to need that anymore. Okay. And I'll give her like that. Just a couple little letter S. couple letter S. I want to take my eraser and I want to cut into, just to give her that effect as if she was going invisible. Okay. Little here, little there. Just like so. Okay. This is not my idea. This was how the character was drawn whenever she was, using her invisibility. She was drawn like this. Okay. Little dashes. Okay, so now we have the Fantastic Four, right? But I want to add a little background back there. So I'll just take a line way back here. Sorry. That stretches, no pun intended, way back this way. And I'll add buildings, but my buildings will be very simple. Very, very simple. Just different rectangles of different sizes. Okay. Very simple. All right. And you could shade them in. I just use vertical lines. Just like that. See how it went right through her, right? That's pretty cool to use that effect. Okay. And I did add underneath this one originally, I have like Herbie the Robot. If you want to add Herbie the Robot, you can. It's just like a simple, I'll do a couple of different things. I could do like, and I'll just plop them into this empty space here. So you could just put like, I think his head's like a rectangle, like this. And he's got a little rectangle neck. And his body is also just like a rectangle. And he's got like these little rectangles here and here. And then you could just, the arms go like that. Little rectangles. Like so. Everything's rectangles with this guy. Right? Okay? So you just draw these little rectangle hands. Right? And then this is like a parallel line. I can't remember. I think he has like one eye there like this, another one kind of small. I know in the comics he's got like this thing like this, something like that. You could just, add whatever circuitry you like, or you can Google image the guy to make him look a little bit more detailed, and whatever. You got a little Herbie there. Now, if not, the next thing you could do, right, is you can, instead of putting Herbie back there, maybe, just maybe, you want to go ahead and maybe draw. Now, I'm going off the top of my head here. I don't really know exactly, so please forgive me if this isn't accurate at all, which I really don't think it is. You could draw Galactus coming up from behind them, right, like this. And not even draw all of Galactus. You could just go like that. And maybe put the eyes in there. Right? Just like the eyes. Like this. He's coming up from the back. Look at that. I didn't even have to draw the whole guy. Just a silhouette. And maybe like way over here. Way over there. Right? I could draw like the Silver Surfer coming in. Right, on his, let me see here. Again, I apologize if I don't get them 100% right. I don't have to really, just like a little impression of the surfer, right? Just a little, like this little impression. And that's all I really need, right? Coming in there. And I can have all these lines because he's the Silver Surfer, right? He's this shiny character, right? And so I don't have to be like erasing anything, okay? Just have this really cool, and I could go like this and be like, right? Boom. And I could have Galactus way in the background there. The devourer of worlds. He has arrived. Or put little Kirby Crackle back this way. Just having a lot of imaginary fun here with this drawing. So right, just if you don't know the Kirby Crackle, it's something like this. Just a little, I mean, I could even cut into Galactus as just like he came through a portal or whatnot. Humans beware, Galactus. And man, that movie could have been so much better than it was. So there you go. You know, you can keep on playing with this. Find out what the Kirby Crackle is. It's like an energy blast. Look at him coming through there. The Silver Surfer. You know, you could do whatever you like with it. There you go. This is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. I hope that
You got the
if you have any
girl,
questions,
guy,
any help, come
invisible
to see me,
lady,
and I'll
and
make
a
sure
guy made out
to
of
work on the drawing
rocks,
for you.
and a
Until the
flying
next one, be
kid,
good to
and a rubber
yourselves
band
and each other.
man.